So here's the part 2 to our video the other day. It was the garden building and cable install that we did, and remember at the end I said we'd somehow picked up a fault somewhere that was completely unrelated to what we were doing, but it was really baffling at the time, especially as it was late in the day. All the new install we'd done was fine, but a breaker on the existing board had started tripping and it did all the kitchen power and a lot of downstairs. It was getting quite late in the day as well, so we had to try and find a solution. What followed was a load more videos on the phone of looking under floors, trying to trace cables and starting some testing processes. We did the usual process of following from socket to socket, breaking it down like we've showed on many videos before, and we were getting a random continuity reading between neutral and earth that was tripping the breaker. But the more we investigated it, the more it didn't make sense. But anyway, it was late that evening. We managed to turn it into a radial, remove the faulty leg and get the kitchen power back on so they had a fridge and boiler, etc. So that was good enough, and we came back first thing the next morning to follow it up. And we cracked on with the testing again to narrow it down. We got it down to a point in the kitchen between two sockets and we'd assumed that was it. But the readings were still sporadic. You were doing insulation resistance and it was fluctuating like crazy. As you can see on the tester here, 1 minute it's fine, next minute it's short. It was really random. It got to a point when you pulled on one of the legs of the sockets, it would start the continuity reading, stop it, and it would keep cutting in and out. Took a little clip so you can see it here. So we chipped away the wall and cut out that section of cable, and again you can see it here too. So when we stripped it back, you could see the neutral was nicked, and it was probably from when the oven was pushed back and it was touching down to earth. But what was random is it was doing it so sporadically. But when we were pulling on that cable thinking that was the issue, it was actually pulling another cable and creating that short. Why it started at this particular time, we have no idea, but it was such a satisfying fault to find because it's such a sporadic one. Needless to say, the customer was extremely happy, and that was another fault find done from us.